What is going on, everyone? And by viewer request, I want to welcome you all to my top 50 players to use in EA Sports College Football 25. This list here, this is not a list for just play now, not a list for just Dynasty mode. I am doing my best to combine the two. So some guys might get a slight boost because of their age, if they're a younger guy that you'll have for multiple years. Some guys might get a slight knock if they're a one-year player that won't be on very long. So the way this is going to work, you guys are going to see a scrolling group of 10 players for each subset, and then I am going to highlight one single player. So to start us off, the first highlight is coming in at number 49, and it is Zachariah Branch, wide receiver, USC. There are many words to describe Zachariah Branch's game, but one stands above the rest: electric. Branch may not have put up the most production as a wide receiver, and he may not be the best route runner or pass catcher, but he dazzled as a return man. Branch should be one of the fastest and most agile players in the game. I don't expect a great overall, probably somewhere between 75 and 80, but I do expect 95 plus ratings in speed, agility, and acceleration, something that will make him a dynamic weapon in the game. Coming in with the second subset, you're going to find Alabama kicker Graham Nicholson. Special teams, special plays, special players. The 2023 Lou Groza Award winner transferred into Alabama this year, having missed just one single attempt in his last 28 field goals last season, with 11 of those coming from 40-plus yards out. College Football 25 has a new kicking mechanic. College kickers are unreliable. I expect the mechanic to be challenging. I expect lots of missed field goals. So why not include the nation's best kicker in this list? Expect a rating of around 90. For the next player I'm going to highlight, it's number 25 on my list, Trey Moore, edge rusher, Texas. The 2023 AAC Defensive Player of the Year and University of Texas San Antonio transfer became their record holder for sacks in a season with 14 last year. It's clear why Texas sought the pass rush specialist, looking to bolster an already strong defense. Trey Moore will be a bit of a checkpoint for how the dev team rates him. He has elite production, but at a lesser level of competition, and doesn't have any physical attributes that really jump off the table at you. I expect a rating somewhere around 84 to 86, and I'm hopeful that he has some really high-level pass rushing attributes. The next player I'm going to be highlighting is number 13, Caleb Downs, safety, Ohio State. Caleb Downs stepped off the plane and immediately earned Alabama's starting safety spot as a true freshman. He also became the first freshman in Alabama history to lead the team in tackles with 107. Alabama, for all the history, all the camaraderie, all the legacy that they have, he was the first. He also recorded 2 interceptions, 3 pass breakups, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. His addition to an already stout Ohio State defense should translate into dominance in the Big Ten. With his athleticism, his dynamic playability, his ability to tackle and cover, and his youth, I expect a rating in the 90 to 92 range, and he is easily a top 15 player to use in the game. Getting to the cream of the crop here, number 8, Travis Hunter Jr., wide receiver / DB, Colorado. College Football 25 users will need to figure out where Hunter will play full-time. The answer is defensive back, but for spurts, he can be College Football 25's Shohei Ohtani. His athleticism, size, and just pure playmaking ability makes him dangerous as both a receiver and a defensive back, corner or safety. Hunter quite literally makes plays no other player can, and playing 2 positions certainly could cap his output with the new wear and tear system. I expect him to be around a 90 overall at DB and around an 85 at wide receiver. The real question is, how will you use him? Now it's time for the top 5. Will Johnson, corner, Michigan, comes in at number 5. Will Johnson could have started in the NFL last season. That's how good he was. 6'2", 200 pounds, all the physical tools to be a shutdown corner. In game, he's going to be the best corner in college football. He's going to shut down any wide receiver across from him. I expect a rating between 92 and 94 for Mr. Johnson, and I expect him to have some value in the return game as well. At number 4, Jalen Milroe, quarterback, Alabama. I covered Milroe in an earlier video, so I won't spend too much time on him, but he is the most dynamic player in the game, and it's not a debate. High-level arm, elite legs. Milroe is going to be a more effective runner than most running backs in the game. I'm expecting around a 91 to 92 rating, but with some elite speed and running attributes. At number 3, and the best defensive player in the game, James Pierce Jr., edge rusher, Tennessee. James Pierce Jr. isn't only going to be the highest rated player in the SEC, he's going to be one spot away from being the highest rated player in the nation. As a true sophomore, he tallied 14.5 tackles for loss, 10 sacks, and an interception to boot. He uses his length and explosiveness to devastating effect. Two virtues that I really expect to help him in the game, and I think will put his overall up above 95. Number 2 on this list, Quinn Ewers, quarterback, Texas. Quinn Ewers is the most complete quarterback in college football. He has an elite arm, mobility, and the talent around him to make him lethal. I expect him to be in that 93 to 95 range, but I expect a couple of virtual Heismans for him this year, and by a couple, I mean a lot. And then the best player for College Football 25 and the only 99 overall I expect, Ollie Gordon II, running back, Oklahoma State. Ollie Gordon won the Doak Walker Award, accounted for over 2,000 yards of total offense. He is the obvious choice for number 1. Gordon should be a 99 overall and should be a force to be reckoned with in the game. I expect him to be an absolute monster to use. So with this coming to a close, let me know, who do you think I missed? Whose ratings do you disagree with? And who do you think will be the top player in college football 25?